Jocelyn, girl, I'm so disappointed in you. Like, it would be no reunion. I would be trying to rip her skin off of her face. Hello, hi, welcome back. I know, listen, some of y'all are ready to fight me. Some of y'all are like, where the fuck have you been, bitch? But listen, I'm back and I'm better than ever. And I'm sorry, okay? Fuck. I'm sorry. I feel like a toxic ex who keeps apologizing and keeps doing the same thing. Like, I keep saying, yo, I'm gonna be consistent. I'm not gonna fuck up. You gonna see me. I'm gonna show up when I say. And then I disappear. Forgive me. I don't mean to be that toxic ex, but baby, look at me. Look at me. Last time. When we gonna change, we gonna be better. If it makes you guys feel any better, I have been living my best life. I have not stopped because of depression or anything bad. I've actually been very, 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 very happy. Life is good, you know. I can't complain. God has been blessing me. He's always been blessing me, honestly. Pouring his blessings down. Manifestation has been good, and I wish all my happiness onto you guys. Now let's get into some things. We gotta talk. We really gotta talk because Jocelyn, girl, I'm so disappointed in you. Like, I cannot believe that you really ended off your season like this. Like, you did so well the whole season, and I feel like growing and showing your maturity or doing better, even though you were still very disrespectful in how you treated and talked to these ladies. But I saw some type of growth. But now with this reunion, you was just moving real nasty, real jealous, and then you're disrespecting women who really respect you and care about you and really ride for you. So to me, that was really mind-boggling, but I'm jumping really ahead of myself. I really never in a million years thought that she would have said what she said and did what she did to the group of girls that it happened to. Like, I was just so befuddled. I'm like, you arguing with my bitches? Your bitches? The girl? Nah. All right, let's slow it down and let's start from the beginning, okay? So we know how the season ended. We know what's going on. Boss Tech is a drunk. Yummy started off really cool, weird, quirky, and turned out to be a really savage, fake, like, so much layers with Yummy. I can't even really get into it right now. Chanel, MVP, shout out to her. I didn't think she was gonna win, but she ended up winning. Chanel had a very good character development. I really didn't like her in the beginning, but as the season went on, I think she kind of found her footing. And honestly, she's young and she's just trying to figure it out who she is, and it was a lot of like confusion in that, but I don't know. I kind of fuck with Chanel and I'm happy for her. Of course, I would have wanted my girl Lucky to win. I'm a Clover gang to the death of me, but I'm happy for Chanel. It starts off with Jocelyn doing a performance. Tell me that you want it. Do you need it? How badly do you want it? Yeah. So, honestly, it was 100% unnecessary. She looked good, but Jocelyn looks good, but it was just like why do we need this right now? Can you hurry up? Jocelyn thinks she's the hottest shit since like sliced bread. Like, you can't tell her she's not the hottest shit. You can't tell her that everybody does not want to see her perform, because anytime she gets a chance to perform, that bitch is gonna perform. So she performs. And finally, we get to the introduction of what's going on. We finally get to see the girls and what's happening. Obviously, naturally, we know how reunions go. Different girls are separated into different dressing rooms. And the first dressing room we see is Barbie, Boss Tech, and Miss Natural. I was like, this is an interesting pair because, well, I get the Boss Tech and Barbie, but Miss Natural has no business being there. They're talking about stuff that the camera didn't catch, that they wish that the camera did catch. Barbie's talking about, I wish they got a couple of me running up because every time they got me, it was looking like I was getting beat up. Miss Natural just sipped her drink like, I ain't gonna say nothing. And I'm like, yeah, because we all know what really happened. Stop acting like the cameras caught something that wasn't there. If you beat up Lucky, I'm sure, why wouldn't Zeus want to show that? Why? Girls fighting. Why? No, you didn't do anything. Every time we ran up, you got beat up. And it was just reminding me how much I didn't like Barbie. And I just hated that. Her name is Barbie, and I love Barbie so much. And I love Piink, and her hair was pink. It was just a lot. And I was just like, oh, I can't. continue talking, and Boss Deck is like, well, also, I don't really fuck with Chanel. I let her wear my clothes, and she was talking mad shit about me. And Miss Nacho felt into her like, no, let's defend this. I never saw her, one, wearing your clothes, and two, she wasn't talking shit about you. She was just expressing how she felt as far as how you handle her drunk. I was drunk though. I was drunk. People who are drunk, stop acting like because you're drunk you get every pass, bro. Because honestly, I don't give a fuck if you're drunk. I don't give a fuck. Look at me. I don't give a fuck if you're drunk. I don't. Not a grown-ass woman. Maybe if he was a teenager, you could tell me I was drunk, da-da-da-da-da. Not a grown-ass woman, my nigga. You're a drunk. That's your business. But I have to tolerate disrespect because you're drunk? Absolutely not. Also, it's not like we've been friends for 10 years. I just met you yesterday, ho. Fuck you gonna do? You talking to me crazy? I don't have to sit there and take it. So I don't think Chanel was wrong at all. And I'm just more mad that she didn't stand her ground like, yo, drunk bitch. That's not my problem. That's how I would have handled it. But, you know, to each their own. But Miss Natural was really like, you know, like, nah. And she got up and she was like, why are you getting up? She's like, no, because I really want you to hear me. And I hate people like that. Like, you're pushing aggression for a situation that doesn't need to be. You know what I mean? Because what if Miss Natural wanted to get up and fuck you up? Because you getting up. That's a trigger for me. I have certain triggers. Don't get up. Don't stand up. Don't put your hands in my face. Because then I feel triggered and I will hit you. So, please, like, let's just avoid these types of issues. But Miss Natural just kept talking and defending. She was like, bro, I was there. She was like, no, that's all I said to her. And Miss Natural was like, all right, bro. And at the end of the day, that's how you want to continue. That's what you want to believe. Okay. And then they asked Miss Natural, after they calmed down, what would be the best outcome for this reunion? She's like, if I beat up Yummy. Because we all know what Yummy did. She lost. And instead of taking like a champ, while Miss Natural was down, like overwhelmed, just taking everything in, this bitch takes a shoe and hits her in the head with it. Like, to me, it would be no cooling. It would be no reunion. Because as soon as I saw her, I'd be trying to rip her skin off of her. Like, I'm getting like, I would be trying to rip her skin off of her face next time, because you hit me in the head with a heel while I'm down like that. And she, because Yummy really fucked these girls up. Like, she got some sneak hits and she fucked these girls up. And I'm like, for me, I'm fucking you up. There's no reunion. I don't really got nothing to say about nothing. So before it calmed down, she was mentioning I let you use my clothes, and then Barbie jumped in, I let Chanel use my clothes as well. And they're just like, okay, but I thought you said you, and Miss Natural says, I thought you wanted to dress her. Yeah, because she needed it. And Miss Natural was like, this is the fake shit. Like, you call people your friends, you do things for them, and then the second you're not, you want to throw back what you did in their face. To me, you were never their friend, period, point blank, and that's just really what it is. Because there's some bitches I never will talk to, but I'm still not going to sit there and badmouth them and what I did for them or how I helped. What does that do for me? Like, what does that do for me? Because if some bitch that still say I don't fuck with, and I still say I love, my love is like really everlasting. Like, if I loved you for real, I love you for real. If I know I can't fuck with you, I can't fuck with you. That's just that. But it doesn't necessarily take away me caring about you or wanting you to do well. And even if I don't want you to do well, I still don't have to badmouth you. I don't have to participate in your demise. Like, that's really how I see it. And now you're making Chanel seem like some broke bum bitch that needed clothes. Well, whatever. Now she won $10K, so she can buy herself some clothes. Hello. So moving forward, we have Chanel and Aqua. And it was very interesting to see Aqua because how she left. I was kind of harsh on her to some extent on my other reviews, but she's centered. She's like, I know what happened. I know how I handled things. I know the situation at hand, and I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? She's just like, I'm honed in. I've taken everything in, and it seems like she's a little more centered. Chanel's just like, I think you should feel bad about anything. I think people are very hard on you, and I think that you deserve to have a good life without feeling judged by people so harshly. Like, and she's like, thanks. Like, Aqua just seemed like, whatever. Like, thank you, but she like on edge with everybody. Like, she don't know who to trust, and she's kind of coming with her guards up, as she should, because they ripped her to shreds that season. Okay, Jocelyn included. Because Jocelyn acting like, we don't get to Jocelyn. like, but everybody, we're not very nice to Aqua. And, I think I was just fine. I was just being funny with my little commentary. I wasn't, and I gave advice, like, don't be so vulnerable and letting people, and now, look, she learned. I don't know if she watched me, but she was like, yeah, she ready. But for Chanel, she's just like, Yummy gotta see me too. Like, it's up for Yummy. Because nah, you can't be sneak hitting bitches. That was a sneak. Barbie kept saying this is a sneak, this is a sneak. No, sneak is like, yo, we're not even beefing right now. Why are you doing this? Like, you're coming out of nowhere, left field. I'm not even expecting it. My guard's not up. We're not even in an argument, and you're hitting me. That is a sneak, okay? A sneak is not when I'm talking shit to you in your face and I hit you. Like, we switch over and we go over to the host, which is actually Lunel and Janisa. And we've seen Janisa before. She's not the first time hosting. I'm not really sure where she's hosting, but we've seen her. And Lunel, and they're just like, oh, who are you excited to see? Is there anybody you're not? You're like, you really want to check? And she's like, oh, Miss Natural's voice is like nails on a chalkboard. I'm like, really, Lunel? I mean, she has an interesting voice. I wouldn't say it's the best one or somebody's favorite, which I personally like, but I can see why someone doesn't like it. But I'm like, you really don't like it that much? I think it's kind of cool. Like, I like it. She's saying she would like Miss Natural to get her point across without all the rah-rah. And I'm like, that's interesting because I didn't think Miss Natural was a rah-rah person. Yes, it was the episode where she lost her goddamn mind. Because for me, I think Miss Natural is too real for the show. She's too real for the environment she was placed in. There's certain girls, they're just too real for it. Mrs. Natural, too real for it. Big Lex, too real for it. Like, y'all can't make them, like, mix. Big Lex is kind of like the polar opposite of Miss Natural. Because Miss Natural, she's hard and real, but she's sensitive. Like, you'll get a reaction out of her. Big Lex, you're gonna get a reaction, but it's gonna be a centered reaction that she's not gonna sweat. It's just gonna be straight anger and aggression and reaction, like, you know, coming right towards you. Miss Natural, you can see she lets her emotions show more. Her heart shows more. So she's fighting, it's because her heart is in it. She really feels that emotion. Big Lex will fuck you up just for the sport of you, like, you disrespect me, or I got something to say. You know what I mean? It's more like, you know, I don't know. So I do every time I say Big Lex. They're talking, and then they're just like, yeah, well, you look beautiful. They're complimenting each other. The host, like, well, you know, we gotta say, you know, Lunel's saying, I'm gonna make them bitches pipe down if I have to. We're like, all right. I actually personally like Lunel, so I was excited to see what she was gonna offer as a host. So that was exciting. So they said, okay, come on, let's go. They switch off, and it's this big commotion, and Miss Natural is blacking. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And Janisa is explaining, like, narrating what happened. I guess after the show, the girls had comments and remarks to make about the show, and Jocelyn didn't like it. So before the show even began, she, like, got them together to check them about certain things. But there was a comment made to Sapphire. Sapphire was her last leader. Jocelyn had 3 leaders throughout. It started off with Lucky, she gave it to Yummy, and then it ended off with Sapphire. And Sapphire was the best leader the Cabaret could have asked for. Better than you, Jocelyn, yes. Because you do not know how to talk to women properly to encourage them. You call them $2 hoes every chance you can get. You talk down to them, you debase them. And like I said, great for TV, our entertainment, but that's not really good for them. Like, let's be real. So now you're degrading them, you're debasing them, and you're da-da-da-da-da. And you have a leader that really got them together, got that routine together. And no, you know, she maybe couldn't get herself, but I was thinking, yo, even if you didn't want to keep Sapphire as a dancer, she's a good leader. You know, that's what bitches just have, to get bitches together, get bitches to order, because they not only, like, fear Sapphire, they really respect her. It's not like a fear thing. And it's like, you want to reign with fear, and it's like, it's better to reign with respect. Fuck, even if people say love, whatever, respect is better. We could say love is respect. We can have whatever argument. People say rather to be loved than feared. I think it's better to be respected than feared. And I think that's something that Sapphire had that you didn't. Because a lot of the girls, even though they did respect you, it was based on some type of fear. Regardless of the fact, comment that was made was Sapphire's, the father of her child passed away recently, and I think a few days ago, like, to when they were filming. And Jocelyn made a comment of something like, oh, well, get over it, he's dead and gone. And that really, that, as someone who's an orphan, like, that really, like, damn. You know, that's how you gonna tell somebody, especially someone who loved and cared for you, who respected you, who looked up to you, and that's how you're gonna handle them in a sensitive situation like that. Oh, he's dead and gone. Yeesh. Like, you are a cold bitch. You are a cold, evil bitch, and you have no heart. And I see everybody's like, Jocelyn's canceled. I'm like, honestly, I don't know about canceled, but because who's not watching season 3. I'm gonna be real. I'm watching season 3. But I'm just looking at you like my respect for you definitely went down. And I don't really think of you as the woman that I thought of you as. Oh, I'll watch the show. If it's good, I'll continue watching. Listen to what I'm about to say. You have a lot of Stevie J in you, Jocelyn. You have that abusive tendency. And you know now you can't do it to your man because he's not abusing you, so you can't re-abuse. Like, you know, if Steve was abusing you, you wanted to abuse him. You can't do it to Ballistics. He's a good man, but you still had that in you, so you try to abuse other people. And I see that, and it's really nasty, and I'm very disappointed. Like, I keep saying it like a parent. Like, I can't even black and call you all the names. Like, I'm just so like, wow. Like, really? Really? That's how you handle it. God forbid something happened to Ballistic. God forbid. God forbid somebody said that to you. And that's what you really got to think about, like, when you treat other people, when you're about to open your mouth to say things to other people. Like, if somebody said that to me, how would I take that? So when her saying that, they got into it, and Miss Natural was like, like, she joined in. And that's why we called Miss Natural blacking, because she was just like, absolutely no, this is crazy. And then from this, you have the scenes flipping back from outside where Sapphire is, calming down, smoking a blunt, which I'm about to take a pull right now. And then you have Lunel talking to Jocelyn, because Lunel goes into Jocelyn like, oh, you look so beautiful, I'm so proud of you, you did everything you said you were going to do. And I really wanted to bask in that moment with Jocelyn, where another legend's talking to her and bigging her up. But I'm just like, after what I just heard, like, Jocelyn, what the fuck? She's like, yeah, try to get these bitches together. You gotta be hard on them, because you see it, I got my hands full. They're getting on me already. You acting like you're the victim, Jocelyn. Like, you didn't just say something fucked up. Like, that was just, I hate people like that, bro. I really do. But Jocelyn was just like, oh, you gotta be hard on them. Help me get them together. So we go over to Sapphire, and she hugs Miss Natural. She's like, I love you. She's like, yeah, I love you, babe. I got you. Because that shit was foul. Like, you know, I'm gonna defend you. And they're hugging. And it was like, yeah, because I have a child's father. You have a fucking baby daddy. You know, this man was everything. Like, you know, she was just saying, like, he was really, like, he brought life into the world. He took care of his kids. He helped her out. And he wasn't just a stereotypical baby daddy, you know. And it was just really painful, bro. Like, seeing Sapphire in that state crying and just, you know, everybody says they're empath, but my word is Sensi. And if you read my book, you'll know what that is. I was getting so emotional just watching her break down like that. Like, and the girls came out. She's like, it's okay, it's okay. She just wanted to hurt me because I'm so loved. And I really was like, yo, probably because what I said about Jocelyn, like, she has something evil in her spirit. What are you mad about, bro? Like, why are you talking to this girl like this? Why would make you fix your mouth to say that? A little funny moment. Big Lex, you know, after she's talking to Sapphire, she rubs her eye, and then Ricky's like, oh, she's like, no, I'm not crying. I just have to fix my makeup. She's like, bitch, I thought we was gonna have a moment. Like, not Big Legs. That bitch is hard to the core. You're not gonna see that bitch cry for nada. Okay? She's sticking to it. So the girls are like, yo, like, that's fucked up. Like, they shaking their head like they can't believe Jocelyn said that. You know? Lucky and Big Legs are like, sheesh, like, this is OD. And she's crying, and Sapphire's like, you know, he died just Friday morning. We didn't even lay his body to rest. We're making funeral arrangements now. Like, they waiting on me to make the funeral arrangements. We're gonna have a celebration of life. And I was just hearing her, like, she really keeping it together, too. She's like, I could never fix my mouth to say no shit like that. I'm like, me either, Sapphire. And I've said some fucked up shit. Like, why would you? So it was definitely disheartening. And then everybody got themselves together, and the reunion is about to start. All the girls come out. And let's do a quick look check, okay? Some of the girls was looking real... Some girls was looking some girls was looking regular, some girls was looking, I came to a reunion, okay? Like, I came to make a statement. Miss Natural did her thing, you know, her hair, really good. Lucky, I love the little outfit that she had with the yeah, it was good. Like, you know, it was definitely a statement. Who else? I can't even remember. I think Boss Ted's dress was nice. I just don't like how she looked, you know, because I don't like her. She don't impress me, but I did like her dress. I will give it that. Anything else I didn't mention, it was just like, because it was like, whatever, regular. Oh no, but Big Legs did look nice. The elongation of the black made the whole situation more elegant, because if it was shorter, it would have looked like, all right, she going to the club. But the fact that it was so long, it did add to the elegance of the whole dress. So that was a good call. So all the girls come out, Janice comes comes out and she's like, hey ladies, we are ready to go. She does her little welcome, it's the reunion, da 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 da. We have a special guest, she welcomes Lunel. But then she introduces the ladies to Lunel individually, and all the ladies are like speaking to her like, hello Mother Teresa, I am this person, please accept my prayers. I think that was very weird, but they were all personally introducing themselves to Lunel. And Boss's like, I'm the body pink queen. I'm like, Boss, like, sit your fucking ass down. Sit your ass down, yo. Shut up. So now everybody says hello, and then she's like, okay, I'll do the honors. I'm gonna welcome Jocelyn. Jocelyn comes in with men like holding her up. Dun, dun, dun. Tonight. I don't know. It's a new song. Some new song. I ain't really like it. I don't know what kind of disco she thought she was in, but it was her new song. Jocelyn came off. She looked good. She was doing a lot of. I'm like, okay, but you could tell she was doing the most. And she's like, a lot of y'all bitches is mad. Y'all looking mad over this. The mad corner. Y'all sitting looking ugly and dusty. And they were just like, yeah, we never said nothing, Jocelyn. You look fine. Like, yeah, you look good. Nah. It's like, no, because it's the mad corner. I see you bitches is mad. Yes, bitch, we mad. It's hard for us to, like, when we think you're a fucked up bitch and a cold-hearted person in your soul. So how you want me to clap? Clap at what? Those bitches are too real. Like I said, they're too real for the show. I would say Lexi Blow kept it neutral. Like, you could tell she wasn't fucking with it, but she was like, yo, whatever, I'm not fucking with my money. Jocelyn made me money. I'ma fuck with Jocelyn. If I eat Jocelyn pussy, I'll do that, but you guys know I really don't fuck with her. That's the vibes I was getting. You know, but regardless, that was what was happening. She's like, you hoes mad right now. You hoes look real dumb. Huffing and puffing at a bitch that gave you a chance. At a bitch that gave you opportunity. Everyone's sitting there like, exactly. Like, Jocelyn. No, not exactly. And so they start the show, and they're saying, oh, you look really nice. And her and Lunel were wearing like the same color. Big Lex goes, yeah, same sequence too. She's like, I don't want to hear nothing from you. She's like, what, Jocelyn? It is the same sequence. She's like, I don't care. You mad? Since you guys, the bitches are mad, shut up. Stay in that corner and be mad. I don't want to hear nothing from that side. And they're just like, what? Like, no, we're going to talk if we want to talk. And then Lunel's like, you're dealing with hoes, prostitutes, and that. All the girls like, whoa, whoa, who's a hoe? Who's a prostitute? No. We ladies. We are women. We are young ladies. And, you know, like, they really like, no, put some respect on our fucking name. Like, I'm not no prostitute. And if I stopped, I stopped. They stopped. And then Jocelyn singles Sapphire out. You're going through a personal issue right now. You're going through a personal issue. You shouldn't even be here. Sapphire's like, I am going to be here. I am going to be here. She's like, no, you shouldn't even be. She's like, I am here. This is where exactly where the fuck I need to be. And she's like, okay. She shut the fuck up. One thing I told you, Jocelyn didn't want smoke with Sapphire, or she did not want that smoke with Miss Natural. And she knew both them bitches would give her a run for her money. Okay? Yeah. Like, she was not gonna leave the same way she came, okay? Because if you run up, probably ain't gonna leave looking done up, alright? Some little Chinese bangs with the button up. Not nothing to do with nothing, but the second part. But you know what I mean? Like, no, like, she knew. She did not want to smoke with Miss Natural. She did not want to smoke with motherfucking Sapphire. Okay, and Jocelyn starts going on this incoherent rant of lies, talking about, oh, they want respect or whatever. I give them respect, and they don't give me respect. Jocelyn, you're not giving these bitches respect. Not a day. 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 You did not show these bitches respect. Respect what? Calling them $2 bitches every chance you get? $2 hoes? That's not respecting nobody, okay? And you wanted bitches to kiss your ass. You don't want respect. You want ass kissing. And that is not something that real bitches don't do. Respect, humility, even, all right, I'm going to chuck certain things up to the chin sometimes. Well, no, what you wanted them bitches to do is sit there and kiss your ass if you're some type of queen. The Puerto Rican princess is not a real thing. You do not reign nowhere except in your household with Ballistic and your daughter. That's the only place you really reign as a queen. In real life, you have no... And in this cabaret, that's where you had your ownership. That's really it. And if your job and what you want to do is belittle and disrespect women, that's fine. But you're no better than the pimps you're trying to save them from. You're no better than the tricks you're trying to save them from. And you're no better from the lifestyle that's suffocating and, you know, using and abusing these women. Because you're doing the same thing when you're doing that. That's how I see it. We're getting to the end. And you know, it always gets good when we get into the end, because now the juice. And believe it or not, yes, this whole episode started, and when it really, really started is towards the end. And as she's going on this rant, and she's just like, oh, they do online typing, da-da-da-da-da. Sapphire's laughing. She's like, and you, what are you laughing at? Nothing funny. She's like, yeah, it's very funny. It's very funny. Sapphire's laughing. She's like, yeah, it's very funny. She's like, I just find it funny how you mistreat the people who really care about you. And I really agree with Sapphire. I'm like, these are the team of the girls who really were riding for you, bro. I'm really shocked. Even if they were to comment something that you didn't like, you'd be like, really? Yahoo's really gonna say that? Even if you DM them, talk to them, whatever. But you gonna sit there and come with this energy, try to pre-talk, belittle them. Once you're so angry and frustrated to the point where you belittle or dismiss her feelings about her dead children's father, like, that's crazy. I'm still in awe. And she's like, oh, y'all ain't there for me. None of y'all ain't there for me. Whatever. We were, because we made your show lit. Oh, y'all didn't make my show lit. Like, this is, I helped gave y'all bitches a chance. Y'all bitches, she's like, yeah, but everything we did, this is Jocelyn's Cabaret. It's called Jocelyn's Cabaret. Everything we did was for Jocelyn and to build her brand, for her brand to be good. So everyone's just like, yeah, like, this helped us and we appreciate it, but it's like, it helped you too. I think Lunel and Big Lex start getting into it. And she's just like, well, like I was saying, you know, a lot of y'all, you guys were, and they're like, no, I was not a hoe. She's like, well, I'm trying to give y'all a compliment. You know, some of y'all had low self-esteem. She's like, no, nobody had low self-esteem. She's like, yo, I'm trying to give y'all a compliment if y'all let me finish. I was just trying to say the mere fact that you guys are saying that you guys are no longer hopeless prostitutes, whatever, is the upgrade showing that you guys have done better. And Jocelyn, they should be there for themselves, because that's what it's about, bettering yourself. And so I was giving that perspective, and she's just like, oh, you picked us. She's like, I didn't pick you, Tamika picked you. Like, I guess the casting director or whatever, the person she's always talking to in her interview. And she's like, well, if you could have 10 Jocelyns running around here, then do it. And her point was just like, yo, yeah, you were lit, but this was lit because we made it lit. You know, the cast is lit. The girls that were picked, our personalities, what we brought to the table was lit. And I definitely agree with her. It's both. Jocelyn's lit, the name attached, y'all, and it's both. I don't understand what the argument's about. And just like Big Lex said, it's both. She's like, yeah, but Jocelyn wants to act like, I just gave you whole opportunity. You didn't do nothing for me. Jocelyn, your name ringing bells. Your name, I'm talking about you. This person's talking about you. People talking about you. So your name is ringing bells. So don't act like what she's saying isn't true. But then this is where it gets spicy, mamacitas. It gets spicy, roomies. Yo, y'all in the pink room? Y'all in here? Because this is where it gets spicy, right? So, Big Lex is like, everything that happened, the lit shit was me and Aqua. Like, it only popped off because of the way me and Aqua, like, you know, double homicide. And she's like, oh, yeah, you want to tell Aqua double homicide, but where are your kids? Who got your kids? And everybody's like, ooh, because we did not know Big Lex had a kid, except I low-key did. Let me tell you how I knew. I don't think I remember when they were having this little intervention episode, and she was like, these bitches are so crazy. Like, even if I had 10 kids, why the fuck would I come here and tell you guys that? But y'all don't know. And then when she said that, I was like, I think she has a kid or two. Because you gotta pay attention to what people say and little things, like, they give away little things about themselves. So, I was like, yeah, like, that makes sense. And I honestly feel Big Lex, if I had a kid coming to fucking Jocelyn's Cabaret, I'm not telling y'all bitches nothing. That's not your business. I'm hiding the world from my child. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Big Drake in this bitch. So everyone's like, okay, like, oh, like, damn, like, it's kind of like a big reveal, like, Big Lex has a kid, like, ooh, what happened to your kid? She's like, my kid is just fine. Where's Bonnie Bella? You need to take care of your daughter. You don't even have your child. Like, throwing really low blows, and it's just like, Miss Natural, you know, she's Captain Saver, everybody. She's like, you see, Josh, this is what we mean. This is how she treated us. This is what I'm saying. This is how she talked to us. This is how she treated us. She's like, you shut the fuck up. You take crazy pills. She's coming at Miss Natural and mental health. I'm like, so what? She knows she crazy. She gotta do something about it. Jocelyn, what are you doing about your craziness? And what Miss Natural was saying, like, you need help, because that's why it's okay for you to be this hurtful. Like, you're being wild hurtful, G. Like, you really are. And you don't like people's kids. And it's like, what? And not to say that she wasn't being hurtful, because not defending Big Lex said something very hurtful to Aqua, and that's the very same thing. Like, we didn't like that when she did to, you know, so it's like, why are we still perpetuating that? We just don't like it. Why are we judging people on how they choose to handle their kids in certain environments? If I'm in that situation, that lifestyle, I'm not putting my kid on Front Street, putting more vulnerability to, like, no, like, it just doesn't make any sense. So Jocelyn and Ms. Natural get into it, and she's like, you shut the fuck, get her off the stage, and she's kind of like, I'm not getting off the stage. And she was like, all right, fine, you're not getting up, I'm getting up. She goes up like, there will be no reunion. And then Ballistic has to come and try to convince the fucking security to get Miss Natural off for a little bit so to continue the show and bring her back. And then I'm like, thank God for Ballistic, because them niggas was not gonna do it. Them niggas was like, yo, Jocelyn, just sit your ass over there and do this fucking reunion. Miss Natural out, she's like, y'all wanna make me act the ass? She bring her stuff. And then I realized something, the Zeus fucking cameras are very invasive. Like, she's asking them to get out her face, Miss Natural, and they're getting in her face. She's trying to leave, whatever. They're in her face, they're in her face, they're in her face, bro. And I'm like, yo, she's asking y'all, like, yo, just get out of my face. Like, just get out of my face. That's it. I think you had to back up like I'm leaving. Nope, they were in there. And she threatened one of them. She's like, you're a woman. I could beat you up. Like, get out my face. So she just, it ended like that with the cameras. I'm like, I did not know the cameras were this invasive. Like, if I just be like, yo, can y'all back up? I'm done with it. They still following you out. Like, that's crazy. But that was it. That's how it ended. And you know, it's probably gonna be like 4 parts because Zeus reunions are like, they like to drag it out. So, and nothing even happened this one. Really, it was just a startup. So now it really just began. So I'm very excited to see this development, but I'm also very disappointed. Disappointed in you, Jocelyn. Girl, I really thought we was building something. I thought we was building something. We're not. We are not. We are not friends. And I really bought a Hey Made t-shirt. And I supported. And now I feel like, no. I still wear it because it's pink. But I'm very mad, Jocelyn. This is not good. And I'm not feeling you at all. And I really cannot wait to see if Big Legs beats some bitches up. Because I see you try to attack Big Legs. And some crazy shit about to happen next week. So I'm really excited to see what's up. Thank you guys for watching. You guys stuck out a long time. I was talking a lot. But I know y'all wanted to know what I thought. And this is it. It was a lot on my brain, a lot on my mind. And I had to let it out. Give it to you guys. Alright, stay tuned. There will be another video very, very shortly. I was waiting till I hit my 200 subscriber mark, and I hit it. Yay! To do a little about me, questionnaire. So if you guys would like to know anything about me, add some questions below. What you guys want to ask me. There are no holds bars. I'm an open book, guys, and really nothing really bothers me. So just ask what you want to ask, and also don't forget to click the links below. I have my book 7 Sexy Sins. I have my new website. Check out some stuff that I have, some little trinkets, the Piink house. So thank you guys for rocking out with me. It's a little hot, and there is a blunt with my name on it. Alright, take care, guys. I will see you very soon, and I will see you. Remember, no toxicity, consistency. I will see you guys next week. Mwah.